Sure. Yeah. Go for it. Lead the way.
Great direction. All right. So I think there's a Blink 182 song about it, but work sucks, I know. What's been sucking and why? You're not stuck in a room with vacuums again, are you?
I'm not the one who actually put that on the run sheet.
Oh,
that nice throw, but
so the brewmaster. Well, it was technically a toss to either of you. so whomever is having a sucky day with all their vacuums at work, I just, you can only softball it so much, you know. It's already there. You got to actually take the swing.
So, Derek, do you want to kick this off? Because I know you and I were texting back and forth earlier today about it's been a day. So,
yeah,
I'll let Kes go first.
Yeah. So my day started off at 5:00 this morning. I was doing a wireless upgrade for one of our floors, and at about 9:00, one of the department managers messaged me and said they have a device that's not connecting to the new wireless. I'm like, okay. So I went and I took a look at it, and I ended up spending 5 hours troubleshooting this thing, thinking it was a problem with the wireless upgrade that happened. And it turned out all I had to do was disable the network card on the thing and turn it back on. Like rebooting the device didn't fix it. I had to literally go in and disable the entire network card and turn it back on, and it worked after 5 hours.
Ooh.
That's the best.
I was planning to go home early.
See, that's what happens, because similar things happen to me. Because I'm like, oh yeah, I get to go home a little bit early because I worked late yesterday or the day before, whatever the case is. Same, I mean, sometimes it's a network error or a network issue. That's usually on the other end when the videos are trying to get uploaded to the FTP. Crappy internet over there, crappy signal, crappy device connection, so many different things on that end. And then I'm sitting there. Okay. And then it finally shows up, and you know, it's almost closing time, and put it together real quick as best I can, because it has to air, you know, at a certain time, and then on to the next thing. And then the damn thing happens again the next day. And it's like, why can't the internet just work? Like, I mean, it is 2020. It's almost 2022 here. Come on. Just, the internet just needs to work. More gigabits, damn it.
Yeah, but the internet not working is job security for Derek.
Well, obviously. But for me, it's just a pain in the ass.
To an extent,
because then,
anyway.
Then I put the damn thing together, right? So I'm editing the whole thing, chopping it up, getting everything. 45 minutes to export. Yeah. So
I'm sure you guys are aware, a couple days ago, Google had a pretty major outage that made my job a little annoying, because we'd of course get people calling, the internet's not working. No, it's Google has an outage. So they host things like Spotify and Google Drive and Gmail and all that, and that's not working. But the internet itself is fine.
Yeah, no, my job was rough this week. Actually, it's been rough for a couple of weeks, and unfortunately, I can't talk about a lot of it because a lot of it is HR related and such. But I can talk about this. On Wednesday, I traveled up to Fort Buford. It's about 3.5 hours away. And when I go to a site, I go to the site for the day, which means I'm there as close to opening as I can get there, and I'm there right up until they close, so that they have my full attention. Which means to get up to Fort Buford, I left here at about 5:45 in the morning. So I was up at 5, stopped at a gas station to load up on caffeine, drove up there, spent the day up there, drove back. Normally, I don't mind the long drives. I enjoy that. But I still, and Kidder will know where I'm going with this, I still haven't found my iPod with this move. which means that I was forced for like 7 hours to listen to
Terrestrial radio strikes again. You poor bastard.
You know what, Kidder, you're a former radio DJ. You will understand. This is one of the things I appreciated about your time as a DJ. You at least said who the bands were that you were playing. I kid you not. One of the songs I heard, the guy didn't say who the song was, so I didn't know what the song was, but it's been stuck in my head. And all I could remember from it was the lyrics, which was Heads Up. Do you know how many songs have the title of Heads Up or Keep Your Head Up or along those lines? I kid you not. I sat here for, I think it was like 30 minutes with Junior trying different variations until I finally found the actual song and then listened to it. I'm like, okay, yeah, it wasn't even that great of a song, but it's been stuck in my head. Oh.
And what is this song?
It's Heads Up by Argent. It's kind of a trippy song, but it got stuck in my head. I'll give it that. But yeah, so I had to listen to terrestrial radio the whole time, trying to even just find a decent station that you can be like, okay, I could tolerate this for a while. It's not commercials. It was a lot. And then the other part of it that was terrible was on my way back, because I was coming in late. I was like, you know what? I'll stop in Dickinson and I'll get food. Because it's, it was, I think, 7 o'clock by the time I hit Dickinson. I'm like, I'm going to grab dinner here. Like, I'm just going to swing into Taco Bell because Lefty can't eat Taco Bell, so I'll grab it now. And I'll just grab a couple burritos, eat in the parking lot, and then go. I kid you not, they're doing construction on, or at least a renovation on the Dickinson Taco Bell, so you couldn't go inside. But the line for the drive-through wrapped not only through kind of the full drive-through line, but through the parking lot and out onto the street. I pulled in, took one look at it, I'm like, nope. Just got on the interstate and went home. So didn't get dinner until I made it back to Bismarck at about like 8:15 on Wednesday night. So yeah, long day of that. Terrible day of just having to listen to whatever was on the radio. And boy, did I listen to a lot of garbage on the radio.
I almost would say you should have went to one of the that barbecue place out there and just stopped in for a quick bite. I
was so trying to get home, at that point, it's like, I am sick of being in the car with this god awful radio. Just get me home. But I will say, Kidder, it is interesting to see what qualifies as classic rock on some of these stations out in the middle of nowhere.
Well, remember that technically anything 10 years or older can be classified as a classic song within its category, which means Nickelback is classic rock.
I get that. It wasn't that was a problem. It was more of, I don't know if that song is rock. I can't remember any examples, but there were a couple of them that I'm like, I don't know if I would classify that as rock. I know I'm not the rock expert between the two of us, but there was some of it that I was kind of like there was a Roy Orbison song, like
Ooby Dooby?
No. But it was like a 1950s, 1960s pop song, and it's like classic rock. I'm like, you're stretching that one.
This is 101.1 rock songs that really rock. It rocks so hard that it rocks your socks. That's right, 101.1 rocks. And here's Imagine Dragons, Radioactive. Beep, 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 beep. Terrestrial radio sucks.
You have been listening to a UA production of Beer, Blues, and BS. If you enjoyed the show, help others find out about it by rating the show or leaving a review at your podcast listening service of choice. Thanks for listening, and may your glass never be empty.